Hey, what is good with you? It is your boy Travis Kinley coming back to you with another one. I am sitting at Love's on the side of the building because this is the least windy side of the building. A little bit of bad news. I cut my camera on just now and it made some funny beeping noises, like beep. It's like, what's that noise? That's never happened. And apparently my GoPro needed to reformat my memory card. And the GoPro said, hey, this is the only way to fix it, but it's gonna delete all your media. So I'm pretty confident that this video is gonna have to be posted without an intro, because I always leave my intros on the memory card until it's time, you know, to switch up the intro. So now I literally have no intro. Cold world, it is what it is. I guess that's part of the changes that are happening to me right now. Anyways, wanted to come on here and bring out a video about the truck. Now, don't have the truck with me, of course, because I have to turn my prime truck in. So, but, you know, a lot of people have questions like, what kind of truck you got? Where are you going? Those are like two most common questions right now. So I was like, let's just get it over with, right? Thursday, Friday. Let's just get it over with. Let me wait for the truck to pass here. So yeah, those are two most common questions out. So let's just get it over with. I bought a 2003 Peterbilt 387. I'm smiling because I remember one of the comments said, it looks like a Freightliner. You can tell because of the mirror in the shadow or something like that. No, I didn't buy a Freightliner. I bought a Peterbilt 387, 2003. I bought that truck. Now, the last video I posted yesterday told you about the mission. The mission was to go back home. The vision was to do so by decreasing expenses as much as possible, increasing revenue as much as possible. Let's see if this is a load. Hold on. I've been waiting on a load. Anyway, decreasing expenses as much as possible, increasing expenses as much as possible. I looked at a number of trucks when before getting the truck that I have right now. I looked at a number of trucks, went through a handful of failed deals that fell through, traveled looking at trucks up to 2 and 3 hours away from home. Looked at one truck, let's see, went to a dealership, got approved for a loan, approved for a specific truck. It was a 17579, just like mine, white. Got approved for that truck, but I went to go see it, and, you know, salesperson told me initially that there was, you know, no check engine lights, nothing wrong with the truck. I traveled to go see the truck, turn the key on, turn the truck on, check engine light on. So I tell him about it. He has his tech guys go check it or whatever. Check engine light is a particulate matter sensor. It's the sensor that is located, I'm pretty sure, on the inside of your DPF filter. I was just like, man, you know, I don't know. That just made me feel very uneasy. Okay, truck, and then the truck, there was no service history available to TLG for this truck. The truck had enough miles on it. You know, at Prime, you get your DEF system cleaned at 300,000 miles. This truck had enough miles on it that if it was at Prime, and it was a fleet truck, but if it was at Prime, it would have been cleaned twice already. Filter replaced twice already. So I was like, I don't know. Guy like throwing deuces. He don't realize the camera's on me, not on him. Anyways, so it just really made me uneasy to drop such a large down payment and to commit to a loan with a truck that was having, you know, DPF issues. You know, even if it was just the sensor, sure, they'd replace the sensor and get the light to cut off, but then why did the sensor initially go out? You know, I'm like, how well has the system been taken care of? I just didn't want to get on the road and have sensor issues, man. We all know, you know, how everything's going with people replacing sensors and having to wait weeks. I just really didn't want to get on the road with that truck and have that happen to me. So that fell through. Went and looked at another truck that looked real good on Facebook, got there, but I don't know, I just had this uneasy feeling on the inside about it. He took me for a ride and it felt strong and etc., but I was like, I just don't know, man. And then also, I think the thing that really set me off was under the hood was a 20-ounce bottle, a very old 20-ounce bottle with a hose inside of it, and it was taped to the truck, and there was fluid inside of it, but he couldn't tell me what it was for. And I was like, well, I can't do it. Now, I've seen that on other vehicles before, but the fact that this guy couldn't tell me what it was for just made me uneasy. I was like, bro, no, I can't do it. I'm sorry, dude. I can't, you know, saved up for this money, man. If I'm gonna take a risk, I gotta at least feel good about it. Excuse me. What other deals fell through? So many, man. Oh goodness. I was trying to work with another lender that would loan you money for a used truck, but it had to be within their requirements, like within their parameters, right? It had to have under 500k miles, or an in-frame done within 500k miles, had to be at least a 2000 or newer. So I was like searching, but by the time I got the seller, every time, this happened 2 or 3 times, by the time I got the seller to send me the paperwork for the truck, you know, the truck was gone. By the time I got the seller to send me the paperwork, and then I took that to the lender, and then I continued through the lending process, the truck was gone already. Somebody bought it. I did that with a W9. I did that with a T680. There's another truck. Might have been 2 W9s. So it was like, man, dude, it is what it is type thing. So then I found this truck on Facebook. And this truck was operated earlier this year by a Landstar driver. So I knew Landstar's requirements for their trucks and their drivers. I was like, okay, maybe we can go check this truck out, man. And this guy had invoices that he sent to me dating back 4 years. Yeah, 2017, 4 years ago. In-frame done, within 500,000 miles, all sorts of things replaced. I mean, I couldn't even list them right now, you know. So this guy, you know, kept up with the maintenance records. He was keeping up with the truck. And the biggest thing, remember the mission and the vision, the biggest thing was I could just buy this truck cash. That was the biggest thing. Man, we're 7 minutes, 50-some seconds in the video, and I think that's the biggest sentence of the whole video. I could buy this truck cash. That means I would reduce my expenses to no truck payment. I forgot, there was another company recommended to me, a leasing company. I checked that company out, had the money for a brand new truck, but they didn't have any brand new trucks. Didn't go that route either. But this one, I could buy cash. Man, dude. Truck's been kept up with, got maintenance records, got an in-frame done. C15 6NZ motor in it. Eaton Fuller 10-speed manual. I could buy that truck cash. So I go down there and see him. I ride the motorcycle. I go to Florida, go see him. And sure enough, man, on a cold start, truck started great, sounded great, idled great, gauges looked good. Did a very thorough inspection. It was like basically a pre-trip inspection. I mean, the best I could do, you know, not being a mechanic. Everything looked good. You know, so I bought it. That's what I did. Gave him a little bit of money to hold it. Went back to the house, bought an airplane ticket, and I went back and bought it. Drove it home. So that's what I'm driving right now. Well, not right now, but you know, that's what I got. That's a great truck in the yard. 2003 Peterbilt 387. Single bump. Cash truck for sure, dude. Cash truck for sure. Older truck, does not have all the nice amenities. It sounds like an older truck. It runs like an older truck. Another thing I really like about it is that it's pre-emissions. Okay, some of y'all remember in one video I slightly revealed my position on emissions and versus pre-emission trucks. Slightly revealed my opinion, my position on that. And that was also one thing I super wanted. When I first knew I wanted a truck, that was one thing I knew I wanted, was a pre-emissions vehicle. So I'm really glad to have that. I really am. That is one less thing I have to worry about. Sure, something eventually is gonna break on my truck, and I'm gonna have to fix it, and get it replaced, take it to the shop, but I don't have to worry about death. So me and Trucking with Metlock talked about that in depth one day at the terminal. So I'm really excited, man. I'm really excited. No truck payment, more of the profit comes to my pocket, and I can save up for a super nice truck. One day I really want a W9 eventually, I'll be honest with you. I want a W9, and now that I have a 10-speed manual, I totally see why people prefer 13 and 18. I really want a W9, and I really want it to be either a 13 or 18 speed. Straight up. I watch, is that not Steady Trucking, it's not Make Sense. Can't remember the guy's name, but he has a 10-speed W9. I totally see what he's saying. He says, you know, he loves his truck, but he wishes he had a 13 speed or an 18. I totally get it. Totally get it. All right, so that's what I got. That's the truck I got. Next video on tomorrow is going to be, what am I going to do with the truck, man? All right, I'm checking out of here. I'm ready to get a load or do something. It's like almost 12 o'clock, okay? So I'm getting out of here. You already know the motto is work hard, play hard, sleep hard. Find you somebody to love. Don't forget, I love y'all. And it's not about what you believe. It's all about why you believe. Live free.